So, sad news about the Z. It is not running. I believe the talking about jump that is not from this. This is something that happened before I got the car. But it is not running. I'm going to be taking apart the front cover just to see, make sure it's on time. I assume it's not, but I'm going to be seeing if it is on time. While I am there, I may end up having to do other stuff, but I'm going to start out by just removing the radiator. You can see I already have the radiator cap removed. I have it up on jack stands, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to remove the radiator. Now, if you have a stock radiator, you won't have quite as much of a headache as I do. The howl is a pretty tight fit, so try not to scratch this carbon fiber as it comes out. But yes, I'm going to be removing this today. First, I'm going to start out by getting underneath, and for the howl, the drain is right there. I'm going to go ahead and drain it. If you have a stock radiator, I believe it's somewhere in the middle, but it's just a white flare bolt. I guess it's a bolt because it's not a nut, but it's the white flare that you undo and it'll start draining out. You want to have something in here to catch this, because technically it's illegal for antifreeze to hit the ground and go into the storm runoff, so you want to try to avoid that. But yeah, so get you a drain pan, put it under wherever your drain is, and go ahead and start draining. So you can see now I'm under here, got my drain, and I'm just gonna twist this counterclockwise. God, it's pretty tight. And now it's running out. And if you have the radiator cap off, it helps quite a bit. It lets the system breathe. So instead of this leaving and their vacuum and they're kind of holding the fluid in, it'll let air come in and take the place of the fluid that's leaving, and it'll drain out faster. So you're gonna have your radiator cap off. That usually helps. And while that's draining, you can go ahead and go up top and take off the brackets. They're gonna be holding the radiator. Yours are gonna be black. I believe they're probably held on with a 10mm fastener, but you can start taking these off and set them aside somewhere where you won't lose them. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna take these washers off, or I'm gonna take these brackets off, and then put the bolt back through the washer and put the bolt back in the hole so I don't lose those. But yeah, just be sure you do something like that to keep yourself from losing the fasteners. Alright, next, while you're up here, you want to go ahead and remove your overflow line. It's pretty easy usually. And that's off there now. Alright, next thing that you're going to want to do, if this will focus, is you're going to want to get a flathead and take the clip off right there that holds the lower part of the shroud on. There's one on the other side too, and also one right here. And you can just pop this off and fight with the lower hose to get it around, but it's not too bad. You just want to pop that off so you can pull the radiator straight out rather than having to mess with the fan. While this finishes draining, I'm going to tell you guys that I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the upper hose, pull it off there, and then disconnect the lower hose and pull it off there. Since I'm pulling the whole, I'm gonna have to get to the timing cover and everything. I have to pull those hoses off anyway. I'm just gonna pull it all attached, but you can go down there and disconnect the lower hose and pull it off there, and it may be a little bit easier. Actually, it'll probably be a huge pain. I'm probably gonna actually have to end up disconnecting that lower hose because I don't want to mess with it getting caught in the fan. So yeah, I'm gonna disconnect the lower hose down there, and then disconnect the upper hose and pull the radiator out. Alright, and me being impatient as I am, I went ahead and pulled the lower hose to let it drain because it was taking forever. So now the lower hose is disconnected. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was close. The lower hose is disconnected now. My arm is soaked in ethylene glycol. And now the hose clamp is inside the bucket. But we are just about free of coolant, so we're about ready to pull the radiator out. Alright, so now I have pretty much all the coolant out of it. The lower hose is completely off, and you're gonna have to watch me fight with this because, like I said, this Hal radiator is a tight fit. So we're gonna see how it comes out of here. And I mean, after you get that lower hose off, this thing just pulls right out of here. It's not anything else holding it on there besides these upper brackets and the hoses. And that turned out to be about 12 times easier than I thought it'd be. I had a huge fight getting this thing in here, but I'm sure I will getting it in there again. It's just an awkward object to put in here. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. The radiator is removed, and I'm probably gonna start getting started on some of the front of the engine, in the belts and the fan and all that stuff, to start working towards the timing covers and getting them off. So if this video helped you out, let me know by leaving a like. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment. I'll try to answer what I can. And most of all, just let me know what you guys think of this video. Thanks for watching.